Just offensively, opportunities in the red zone. You got to score touchdowns. And you have an opportunity to make it a 7-point game going into the half, and that was a huge momentum. We talk about winning the middle 8, the last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 of the second half, knowing we're getting the ball in the second half, and we obviously had a nice drive, but just to come away with no points in that situation was very disappointing. But when you get in the red zone against that team, you got to score touchdowns. They're very explosive offensively. You saw their space plays that killed us in the game. Going in the game, we knew they were going to complete some balls, but to limit the amount of explosive plays, and they're very elusive in space. And again, it wasn't really the vertical balls down the field; it's intermediate throws and being able to, make people miss in space. And some critical third downs in the game. We got 3rd and 5. We have an opportunity to get off the field. Right there in the second quarter, and we don't get off the field there. And a couple of just third downs, I felt like we were in good situations, but we didn't take a throwback when we should have. We did a 4 and first crosser situation on a mesh route we didn't take. Just some plays that we left on the field, in my opinion. But they got a good team, and we can't make those mistakes in a game against a very, very good football team like they have. The quarterback is outstanding, and their receivers are elite. They're really good players, and they're very difficult in space, and they create a lot of space plays for them. But again, we squandered some opportunities offensively and defensively on third down and opportunities to get off the field, and that's probably the most disappointing part of the whole thing. But we moved the ball well offensively. Really proud of Ryan and the job that he did in the game. Hung in there, and again, we're going to try and score, and what we need to do improve offensively there late in the game. That's what we're going to do. We're going to keep fighting. That's who we are, and he needs to get as many snaps as he can to continue to improve, and we do offensively.
I know Ryan's performance last week kind of confirmed his competence at the position, Will, but what about his performance today might have also furthered that confirmation with regards to his play today?
Well, I think just from a gutsy standpoint of taking some shots in the pocket there against some really good players, going against a really good secondary, and throwing some tight throws. He had some balls dropped. I mean, we had some 3 off the top of my head that we had opportunities to, keep the chains moving. But he hung in there and did a nice job. We had to call timeout there to start the second half, which was disappointing. We had to burn a timeout there, and some communication things we've got to just continue to iron out. But it isn't all on him. It's on our entire offensive staff and our offensive players. So those are all things we'll continue to work through. But I was really proud of his effort today, and the guys around him. Shi Smith made a great catch on the touchdown catch. We had some guys make some great efforts. I thought we did a really good job in the run game as far as blocking, getting a hat on a hat in the run game, and Rico and Tavian both ran well.
What was your message to your players in the locker room?
We got a good football team. We're 1-2. We're not where we want to be. We're not where we thought we would be, but we got to continue to circle what we're doing, pull together, and get back to work tomorrow. And that's what we're going to do, and we're going to reload. We got really good leadership on this team, and that's what this team will do.
How do you think they received that message, and how do you think they feel about what they've got?
They'll receive it outstanding because of the type of young men we have in the program and the culture we have built and the leadership we have on this team.
Into the first half, the 4th down, were you going for that all the way?
Yeah, when we fumbled the snap and we bumped back to the 3, Brian and I had a very short conversation, and I felt like we needed to score a touchdown. Retrospect, looking back, you kick the field goal and you go in down 11. You got the ball starting the second half. But at the end of the day, I felt like we needed touchdowns when we were in first and goal situations going in the game. I gave Brian 4 downs.
I know that you cannot challenge that Rico Dowdle run, but the SEC can look at that play. Any regret moving so quickly to try to get that next playoff?
No, but the SEC can't. Once the ball's been called down, once the whistle's blown, guys, it's over. We can't do anything.
The SEC released a statement saying the replay official saw the right knee down, and the call could not be overturned.
That's what I just said.
But they reviewed the call and said.
I know, but that's what they're telling me. That there's nothing we could do. That's what I'm saying. I'm not, John. I'm just being. I mean, there's nothing I can do in that situation. I knew on the field what they were saying. And once the whistle blows, guys, they're not going to overturn the official call on the field. It's not going to happen on that situation.
But in theory, they could.
Yeah, but I'm just saying on the field they were telling us they're not overturning the call. There's not a whole lot we can do on that situation.